On Facebook, we are streaming live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. All right. On Facebook, we are live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So you can get on Facebook and be a part of the conversation. Also remember that you can use the WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416 is the WhatsApp number. So let's get your messages. And then the phone numbers, call us up on 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. So you can call any of those numbers and get access to us here in the studio this morning and share your thoughts on some of the headlines that you heard, whether on the news or from the papers. I'll start with, this message on Facebook. Even if all governors in the South region join my party, APC Nigeria will surely vote out President Tinubu in 2027. Reps and Rivers administrator, they endorsed him with voice vote. Now they are doing voice complaint. Anunobi Casey. King Boy says, Mr. Femi, sole administrator, absent at Rep panel meeting for second time. Well, he asked for a shift of the date now, and he got it. They then postponed to another date. So I think today is the day he's supposed to appear to them before them, if I'm correct. This one says, just look at how articles over ambitiousness have killed the PDP. Christian Williams. Alozie King says, more Nigerians are already in poverty. Before 2027, Nigerians may react unpredictably. Thank God Ability says, I'm confident and sure that in no distant time, Damagum will dump PDP for APC. He contributed to what is happening in PDP today. This one says, Ibas will soon leave Rivers State. God Teme says, Ibas failed to appear before other committee. It's a shame in our democracy. He knows his appointment was not constitutional. Lorenzo Delight says, quite a few things. Why do these companies find it difficult to implement Local Content Act? Because there are people in the communities that play the politics with them. That's the best you can say. Even if all the governors in the South region, okay, we took that already. Patrick Amadi says that company should give the community their rights. Marcos from Kana, good morning.
Good morning to you, my brother Andrew.
Yeah.
God bless you. I just want to touch the headline that says by 2027, more Nigerians will become poor. Now, when I just hear this news this morning, it really beats my imagination because I begin to ask, what is the government really doing? That if what we are expecting, that people will come out of poverty, and now the World Bank is telling us that by 2027, Nigerians and more Nigerians are going to become poor, then this is an avenue for the government to begin to put measures in place. Because most of all these things bring mental problem. When a young man that is supposed to, do something in life is not able to do what he thinks he can do, then mentally, psychologically, there must be problem. And that's one of the major reasons why we have crime, youth restiveness everywhere. Please, government, help us. God bless you.
Ida from Nkoro says, hello, Ida, good morning.
Andrew, good morning. Yeah, Damago should not complain, please. He made what PDP is facing today, Damago causing. We should have the police so we had defected lawmakers Damagu did not come out. We have crisis in River State. Damagu did not come out. But everything that is happening in PDP today, that PDP is failing, we should hold Damagu responsible. And whatever place the authentic governor of the state, that Siminala is going, I already that from Nkoro is going with him. 2027, World Bank said more people will get poorer. I already that will not poor. Because I serve the Almighty Living God who created heaven and earth, who has provided all my needs according to his own riches in Christ's glory. I will never remain poor. I will reach and eat very full. Thank you, Honorable from Nkoro.
Leighton Barry from Bori, good morning.
Good morning, Ifemi Andrew.
Yeah, welcome.
Let me look at where PDP is saying that the 2027 election is between Bola Tinubu and Nigerians. Is PDP the interest of Nigeria if it will have to be between Tinubu and Nigerians? Is it PDP candidate that will be the interest of Nigeria? So the more you know how to strategize, the more your plans stand legit to win election. And that is what APC is doing here. People are just shedding crocodile tears, don't know how to make. The APC is be making states are not of the country. Please, be for party in Nigeria. And because the president of Nigeria know the technical know-how to put things in place to ensure that 2027 he will win the election, and people should learn from that and see
all right, Leighton Barry, thank you.
Compete with him. Thank you.
My only concern when we say this is I try to understand why people, there's the idea that because of defections, Nigerians would then vote. It's unless there's another way that they win these elections, because clearly you can't force people to vote for who they don't want to vote for. Okay. JJ in Rumigbo, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
All right.
The sole administrator refused to visit the House of Rep committee amid protest. Andrew, did you remember what his media aide talked about the other time? That the sole administrator has the sweeping powers. How could somebody that has the sweeping power now go and subject himself to some people who call themselves House of Rep members? He will not go, even today, he will not go because he believes he has the sweeping power and nobody can talk to him, nobody can call him to account. That is just the situation we find ourselves right now. Live with it. Sweeping powers, indeed. Then PDP, Damagun, telling us that is a contest 2027 between the people and APC. Who is in? Oh my God. Damagun himself is the Director General of the PDP. And I want to commend His Royal Highness Chief Amunwo for making sure that there is peace around Omuma. That is why the smaller communities will be able to do their coronation peacefully in some areas. That coronation for the Omuma apart. Don't forget Omuma borders Abia and Imo. In spite of what happened in those areas, it don't come to Omuma. I wish them continuous peace. Thank you very much.
All right, JJ, thank you. Temple in Oyibo, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Ifemi, and I salute you this morning,
sir. All right.
Yes, so listening to Damagu this morning, talking about Okowa and others who defected, how the party has been so magnanimous, so generous, and the party has brought them to where they are today, including himself. Hasn't the party been so magnanimous, ensuring that they get all they have, yearned for, all their ambitions through the party they have gotten all? As a leader, what has he done within the confines of the party to put the party intact? As a party chairman, he is expected. How many shots, in fact, has he won since he came on board? They have always been used as a mode to destabilize PDP. So he shouldn't complain. His actions are yielding results for him. So for me, his complaint, as far as I'm concerned, is inconsequential. Because this is what they have been yearning for. So the PDP, in fact, Okowa should, and the rest of them, should help him scatter the party. Since this is his core, responsibility, he came on board, because he has never been a voice as an opposition. And for me, the rest complaining. I don't know why they are complaining, no. Because the last time I checked, he who has went to the bush to face the anti-infested firewood shouldn't complain, should be ready when the leaders come for a visit. So complaining for me is unnecessary now. But one thing I want to let them know, under caretaker, we demanded accountability. Praising and sending congratulations, what we need, what are the sole administrators within the comfort of our AGA doing with our money? What are they doing with our money? My own sole administrator, even though they remain an imposter to me, Dr. Yanamanko, even as a permanent secretary, he has never been impactful, even from the compound of the
all right, Temple.
But sir,
let's go to Erema. Susie's on the line. Thank you, Temple. Susie, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
All right, go on.
Yeah, let me consider the position of Right Honorable Chibuike Amechi saying that it was the failure of the NAS that actually aided military administration in Rivers State. Yes, putting that out, but I also want to say that there was a situation in Rivers State before that, ranging from the Supreme Court talking about how there was no government in Rivers State, and to the extent that people started posting videos, whether it exists or not, and sending tantrums, threatening the federal government and the resources of the state. However, the president deemed it necessary to actually do what he did. And people kept reiterating what the sole administrator said in Rivers State. I believe that, from my own assumption, he is being quoted out of context. On the arrival of the man, the troublemakers ran away, and that was what led to him saying that there was not problem again. It is not because he came before the problem there was no problem in Rivers State, but on his arrival, the troublemakers ran away. That was what he was trying to say. But people kept saying he had said there was no problem. Why didn't he leave Rivers State and all of that? That man is doing well, and that particular this situation saved Rivers State from all that would have happened. So I want to say that the sole administrator is doing well, and the
all right, let's go to Romo Kutana. Chima is on the line.
People like
Chima
and all of that.
Chima, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Ifedi.
No.
Yeah, Ibas attended his first meeting with NEC yesterday. That is a very good one. I believe he might have told them that the NBA is having our money and they don't want to give it back to us. And Ibas will meet with the House of Reps.
Oh, hold on, Chima. You said Ibas did what yesterday?
I said I believe, I allege that he might have told them what is happening in Rivers State, that most of our money is being held by NBA, about 300 million naira.
Okay, so let me clarify for you before you go on. All right, hold on. So a day after the committee was constituted, the lawmakers invited the sole administrator to appear before them on the 17th of April. Ibas was to address the lawmakers on governance in the state. He requested for a rescheduling, which meant moving the meeting to yesterday, 24th of April. The state sole administrator did not honor the invitation, and members of the committee waited for him on Thursday, which was yesterday. The chairman of the committee declined any comment to journalists. So where did you get that he appeared before them and must have told them that most of the money is with NBA?
He attended next meeting, National Executive Council meeting yesterday. That one makes me understand. Can you hear me?
Go on.
Now today is to meet with the rest members today. Why protest still continue in Rivers State? Mr. Ifemi, you can see what the desperation is causing to us here at Rivers State. It's because giving us a distinction among us. It's not making us as if we are not look like brothers. Now, what are we talking about? The governor of Rivers State actually knows that it is because of him all these things happening in Rivers State. And you have said it before, I will not forget. At Isiokpo, that what is life meant for? What is the meaning of all this struggling about things that even led the senior president to challenge you and say, put up a resignation letter if you know life is like the way you're talking about. I wish I am telling the governor now. Say, is this fair that he will be in his house, in his comfort zone, and Rivers taking this now under the sun, under the rain, which might roll him because of him? Is it fair in that manner that if he says that he is as good or that he likes people the way he likes it, and that he does not need power, the way he was saying it, but that is the decision that would have been put on, because it is not good for people to be killing themselves because of you. I've got one or two confusions.
All right, Chima, thank you very much.
Would you be thinking of having a new governor or thinking of doing an election?
Hyacinth is in Alu. Let's hear from Hyacinth. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go on, Hyacinth.
Hyacinth calling from Umbodo, Alo.
Go on.
I want to speak on the topic of more Nigeria becoming poor on 2027. The government we have is not doing anything respecting the issue of elevating Nigeria from poverty. The statement is not the one people may argue. However, I will advise individuals to work towards liberating themselves. For the government, there has no interest on the masses, rather how to fill their pockets. And that is what has brought all this irregularity we are seeing in Nigeria, making the country look as if is what our brother have said earlier, is a zoo that everything can work, everything can go on, provided it is emanating from the politician. In the other way, I want to talk about this, their deflation. If not for their other means of winning the election, no matter what they do, Nigerians have come to their senses. If they like, let them practice one-party system. Nigerians can still vote them out, if not for their other ways of winning the election. But however, I believe that everything that started one day must surely come to an end, no matter what they do. I always urge Nigerians,
all right, Hyacinth,
come and vote.
Thank you. That's the much we can take. Unfortunately, Lugard, we don't have time. We have to go for a commercial.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria.